Okie dokie, how y'all doing? Westbound I-70, Utah. mph. Say you're supposed to keep it on the highway between the lines. I still need to get my alignment. It keeps pulling to the right. So if you don't watch it, she takes you right over there. Crossing the San Rafael River, which actually is a little creek. The geology in this area is outstanding, I think, anyway. I don't know if I've ever actually gotten this angle. I've got it coming the other way, but I don't know if I've ever gotten it this way, so we're getting it this way now. A little breezy out there. The calm before the storm. A little rest area, view area right here. I was going to stop here, clean off the bugs, but I didn't want to start out being heavy, dragging a boat anchor, so I stopped at that exit before we got here. That way, look how much speed we got. If we were just starting out, we'd be putting along. Putting along. We're going to be putting along anyway, but because we're heavy. Trying to put flashers on. Tick-tock away. So I failed to mention yesterday, well, not yesterday, the video I did yesterday and today, that the soda that we picked up and have on our back right now is baking soda. But the cool thing about it, I never realized that it comes out of the ground. It's mined. That's where we went last night. Wish we had more time. I would have liked to shown it. We'll be able to do it again though. I've been there like 3 or 4 times. Maybe we could do it in the winter, huh? So I asked the guy, I'm like, even he said, he goes, yeah, when I first started working here, I didn't know that it came out of the ground just like that. I goes, does it just come out of the ground raw, or does it got to be purified? He goes, oh, it's got to be cleaned up and stuff. I'm like, wow, that's pretty wild. Just so if you, I'm sure a lot of people knew that. I didn't. I'm sure there's some who are watching this that just found that out themselves. Temperature is 84 degrees, a balmy 84. Of course, anything over 50 is balmy to me. So this load we're picking up is supposed to deliver tomorrow in Denver at like 1 o'clock. That's not going to happen. I sent a message to my dispatcher saying there's no way I can make it. Maybe by 6 p.m., which would be 1800, it's 5 hours later than its appointment time. Well, actually, it's a window from 0800 to 1300. We're at 25 mile per hour, 7th gear, 1550 RPMs. Cruise control. This part right here, trucks lose it. You can see this wall right here, how it gets in the median, how it gets taller. A lot of it has to do with headlights, but you might be able to see some marks on that. Where semis have run into it. You can see them better on the other side. Coming down the mountain too fast. It's a heck of a corner. $1,700 RPM and 28 mile per hour. These things like to lug. Now we're back at 1200 RPM, 26 mile per hour. This is a bad area to break down because there's no reception. There is a little bit, but you have to go up on top of that hill. Those guys right there, Western Distribution, they have beautiful trucks, but I heard they pay really bad, like 30 cents a mile, maybe 35 cents a mile. A lot of those guys work for them, so they have a pretty truck. And then they have a chrome shop that you can buy chrome for the truck to spiff it up. And that gets you nothing because it's a company truck. So the company has a pretty good idea, though, I guess. Let's put a chrome shop in there, and these guys can buy chrome for their truck, and they'll soup our trucks up for us. This is the kickback, relax. 25-mile-per-hour hill climb. Cruise control's on. So I had a Bolt House Farms strawberry parfait breakfast smoothie. It's actually pretty good. I'm trying to watch my diet since my sedentary job raises my blood pressure and raises my weight. I need to stay. I had a couple good jobs there where I was actually cardiovascular pretty good, but I got a good workout and you feel really good too when you're done. But I need to do that at least every day. Sometimes it's kind of hard, but the main thing is being able to take a shower afterwards. I think every time I pull over to take a shower, I'll try to do a cardio workout and go take a shower and be like, woohoo! Watch those numbers go down. Both of them. Actually, all three of them. The 2 blood pressure and the 1 weight. You gotta time this right. If it don't work out. So I turn the cruise control off. Watch the vehicles that are coming up behind us. Looks like we got 2. I'm going to be able to get them around this corner a little bit, I think. You know we're catching them because look where we're at. So there's a motorhome back there a ways. I don't know if it's going to work out or not. Yep, I think we're right. "30 wheels climbing the hill." Those old KWs are powerful trucks. I had a friend of mine that drives for System Transport. He drives a KW. They're always hauling, a flatbed company, they're always hauling heavy loads. Side. quite the hill. So I think it would be awesome to go camping out here on BLM. I see people doing it in big old motorhomes and all in ATVs. Running through the dry riverbeds. There's a few trails out there and stuff. Put our cruise control back on. The reason I take it off when I get around that truck is because it's adaptive cruise, so it'll see the truck and it'll slow me down. So you got to turn it off so it doesn't slow you down. And then use your pedal, of course. A nice motorhome and an old beater trailer. See how they come in packs? Looks like some moisture up there ahead of us. I actually feel pretty good about this Vegas load. Let's go over there by Nellis Air Force Base. We have a lot over there. Go over there, drop our trailer, pick up another one, and boogie out. Don't have to go into California through their scale process. And the vegetable cops. Anyway, see you in a bit. Gonna have another vehicle just cuts right in front of me. I didn't have the camera on. Getting ready to anyway, just because it's a pretty cool geological area. I think Utah has the most national parks. Not 100% sure. They got a lot of them. Let me change my mic. Is that better? I thought I had it plugged in, but apparently I didn't. Cool area right there behind old Mike the Choked Chicken. Get a better view coming eastbound. So I met this Haitian guy from Haiti, a Haitian immigrant, and we're kind of BSing a little bit. So when I was at that load, the perfect load that got canceled, he was delivering, I was picking up, which of course had I known, I would have spent the night cleaning that trailer out. Everything, then it would have been perfect, but I didn't know. Turned to crap, but then dispatch made it pretty nice. They turned out really well. I know they're busy and they've got a lot of truckers to deal with, and I vent a little bit sometimes, but overall I'll give them an A rating, A plus being the best. But we were talking, and he said he had a YouTube channel, and I told him I had one too, and we kind of looked at each other's channel. He goes, yeah, I've never driven in the snow. I go, oh, that's how I started my channel. This is a ghost rock up here, the view area. Can't see much out there. So we both subscribed to each other's channel just to check it out. And the dude, he makes like, he said he does, his handle is MC Bob Productions. And he said he does like hip hop videos and stuff like that. Productions, but the only thing I've ever really seen on his channel is almost like shows from Haiti that I don't know the language, so I can't follow along. Just kind of check it out a little bit. Well, I think it was earlier, I don't remember when he posted it, but I saw it this morning, and he did a trucking video. But he stole my line. You know, I had the $1 Million Highway. Well, that's what they call it. So that's what I put in my header. You know, that's where I was at when I went over Red Mountain Pass, the $1 Million Highway. No, Ouray to Durango. Ouray to Durango. Pardon my French. So I put that in the header, or the headline description. Well, he put $1 Million Highway, but it was out there in Texas somewhere with tunnels and everything. He added one too many zeros. I didn't actually look at it that closely. Need to look a little bit better at it, but I watched it, and man, talk about being rogue. He's like holding his phone and kind of speeding. It's at nighttime. He's not saying anything. And I don't know. I just kind of got a kick out of it. They say copying is the best form of compliment. Maybe, I hope he starts doing YouTube videos for trucking. I think they're pretty cool. I watch other people, but you better do it right. There's a few videos I did early on where I was holding the camera, and you're not supposed to do that. So I since got the tripod. Try to make the videos as best and clear as possible. See you in a bit. What you call dragging a boat anchor. Usually we're light with sailboat fuel. We're just boom flying on down the highway, making time, maximizing the Obama clock. And this here is the drudgery of the Obama clock. We're fixing to go down the mountain. Call it Eagle Canyon, I guess. That's out in front of us. That tree to the right over there, that tall single tree, cell tower. It's a faux tree. Now, you see a lot of people, you know, they're going down the mountain and they're heavy load. And you gear down and you go real slow. And that's how you do it. But after a while, you know we're heavy. You just saw. You watch, and I'll tell you how many times I hit my brakes. Speed limit's 80 mile per hour. We're doing 65. We're going to hold the 65-70 range. Probably in 11th gear. Could end up in 10th. 6 mile, 5% grade. So it's a nice, easy grade. There's 70 right there. The Jake position is number 3. '69 in 11th gear out of a 12-speed tranny. Holding at 69. Now I'll let it go to 75. We're at 1600 RPM. There's 72 now. I have not touched my brakes. 73. 72. No brakes, Ma. 71, 72. 71, just bouncing back and forth between those two. So I know this hill very well also because I drive it a lot. Well, that's how I go down. We are 44,000 load. The truck is 34.5. So what is that? 78,500, 79,000 with fuel. There's 76. Don't do that. I hate that. There's 79. Now I'm going to use a little bit of brake right here. 79 is our limit. Kick it down to 72 with the brake. Let it off. Still full position, Jake. '78, 79. There's 80. I'll do it again. Brake. I could have held it back more if I wanted to. By going to 10th gear. But you'll see now it's dragging us back down. There's 74. And get back over. Tapped the brakes twice so far. It's holding at 74. Might have to tap them again right here. By the time we get to where that Jeep is, maybe we'll see. Because once I get to that point, it'll start going back down again. There's 80. I'm going to let it hold at 80. 130 kilometers an hour. That's for you European truckers. Now we're down 79. No brakes. So far, twice on the tap of the brake. 78. We're going to do it again. The brakes. As you can see why. So we'll do it now. Bring it on down. Then we're down to 69. We're off the brakes already. So I'll let it kick up a bit. We're at 73 now. 74, 5, 6. About ready to cut it loose. 7. Ready to go to Mexican overdrive. There's 8. Hold it steady at 8. Shake off. Mexican overdrive. There's 79. 226 mile per gallon right now. Holding steady at 79. 600 RPM. There's 80. Steady at 80, which is the speed limit. Still steady at 80. Now she'll start dropping. Actually, glad it's holding at 80 this long. That's pretty good. The weight keeps you going like that. There's 81. Take it back down. 79, 78, go 77, turn it off again. Re-engage overdrive. So we went down the hill, hitting the brakes 3 times with a close to being an 80K load, about 79,000 pounds. 5 mile, 5%. Now, if I was training somebody and they were actually in the driver's seat, I would have them way back down. They'd be down. I'd be like, nope. You get that truck down. You learn how to keep it down low first. After you get some experience and you get to know your truck and you know your weights and you know all that other stuff, then you can kind of do what I just did. I was not worried about heating my brakes up. They got a little bit warm, absolutely, but they didn't smoke anywhere, nowhere close to smoking, so I wasn't worried. Like I said, I know the highway. I like that they don't have restrictions with trucks, but even if it was a runaway truck, the highway is wide open. You shouldn't be going off the road. That's why they don't have any runaway truck ramps on there. There's no need for them. As you see, we slowed way back down again. So even if you're a runaway truck, you're going to hit this area. It's going to stop you naturally. Oh, natural. So that always reminds me right there, those rocks. The movie Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen. Where they're like, rock, rock. And that monster comes, all these rocks come together to form a monster. Well, I was saying a monster, more of an attack weapon. And it looks like that, all the little red rocks. Verizon reception out here isn't too bad. It's spotty, of course, but there is quite a bit of places you get full-blown 4G. Not right here, but maybe a couple miles down the road we'll be back in 4G again. It's funny, I know all the cell towers and where the phones drop reception, and one day we were going from Kremlin to back home to Grand Lake, and my daughter was on the phone with her friend in the back seat. My son was in the passenger seat, and you could hear her talking in the back. We weren't listening, we just hear her talking, you know. And then I knew where we were going. I knew where we were at, I should say. And I knew she was going to lose reception. So I just started saying, hello? 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 And then you hear my daughter in the back, hello? 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 And my son turns over and looks at me and he goes, what the hell? And I go, I knew she was going to lose reception. He starts cracking up. He's like, damn, you live on the highway too much. I'm like, I know. So she gets in the conversation. She says, I lost reception. I'm like, yeah. Did you hear me saying, hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? The stupid things you learn out on the highway. Oh, there's my son. See you in a bit. Okay, well, apologize for that phone call. There's my son. Let me know signing day for his military, National Guard. He got approved for the intelligence arm of the military, so he can go in there and show Adam Schiff how to do it right. I'm going to climb this hill and then we'll be going down into Salina, Utah, Richfield, up and over. That's where we I did the 130-mile snow trip, I think. I think I started it right here, and then once I got over there, it turned to crap really quick. But anyway, temperature's on balmy 77. It's dropped a little bit. You can see the leaves, they are changing. So we'll wrap this one up again. Get another shot of Utah. It's been a while. I often wonder about that with like JBG Travels and Long Haul Larry and Boss Man Trucker. They're always on the same routes. And I'm like thinking to myself, I don't want to do the same routes. I like to use different routes. But they keep pumping them out and people keep liking their videos, so I'm like, what the heck? Just keep doing the routes. But at least, I could say this, at least mine are mostly areas you don't normally go with a semi, which makes it pretty cool, I think. But with that being said, thanks for riding shotgun, and I hope you enjoy it. Peace.